And
Wow.
so if you look at the face, if you look at the lips and everything else, you notice that this whole thing is, some people just say, well, it's brush strokes. Well, it's not just brush strokes. The brush strokes are there because she's recording all these planes of this face with these faceted, two-dimensional areas of color, lighter, darker, duller, brighter, so on and so forth. And as she develops the painting, these facets, for some artists, become more and more refined until you can't really see them, but you can understand them. But all painters, all of us, have to see the world that way. So what happened on Friday, Maile's painting here, you see how the grass has a front side and a top, and then there's a front side and there's a top and a front and a top. And so when we look at that grass, that area of grass, it looks three-dimensional and rectangular. I mean, so what she did was she created the form, the rectangular form, and anytime something changes direction, it what?
Changes in value.
Value. So the front of this grass is one direction, but the top of the grass is another direction, and so we got to change the value there. So we had a long talk about it, and then and I also talked about how she could make the grass look more convincing, more believable. And so I told her, just like if you're painting a portrait, you paint hair. Well, you pull the hair into the forehead, and you pull the forehead into the hair. You know, it's not just one direction. But if you look at portrait painters, they do the same thing with the hair in the background. You bring some of the background color into the hair, and then you pull some of the hair into the background. You keep going back and forth that way. So what happens is you get these two areas that come, instead of coming together like this, they come together like this. And so you get this kind of unity, and that's what she did on that grass. I swear to God, wow. It just made all the difference in the world. It just really did, and you did a real beautiful job on that too. It's just so nice. It's too bad that everybody wasn't with us on Friday when we were having that conversation. Everybody could have seen what it looked like before and how much better it looks now. But it's a big deal what she did. I mean, it might not have taken you the whole weekend to do, but it's a real big deal. And wow, boy, man. Now, one of my old teachers used to tell me that every square inch of your painting is as important as the next. And, that's a perfect example where, sometimes we don't, we like to pay attention to the things that we're attracted to and disregard things that we're not attracted to, right? And so, like, a lot of times in a painting, your favorite part, or the part that you think is the most important, you put all this time and energy, you get all obsessed with that, and you don't care about the background, or you don't care about this. But that's not the way we do this, in painting. Everything has to be the same. Are you done?
I don't know. I think I'm ready to put it aside and start something else and go back to it later, if anything. Like, I don't know. I know there's things that could be improved on it, but at this point, I think I'm ready to take a break.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that, because I think so too. She didn't draw. This kid doesn't draw. She just right? She just around and does a rag thing. And when she told me she was going to do that, I'm thinking,